Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's season. My name is Amna e-commercewali, and today we are going to talk about something very exciting activity and how to find your unique voice with Chatgpt. First of all, we add Chatgpt. Hello,
Hey there. Great to have you here. What's on your mind today?
how are you?
I'm doing really well, thanks for asking. How about you? How's your day been so far?
Fine, thank you.
Glad to hear it. If there's anything you want to chat about or if you need a hand with something, just let me know.
What do I enjoy doing the most?
That's a great question. I don't have a perfect read on your personal favorites yet, but if you want, you can tell me about some things you love doing, like hobbies, activities, or even just how you spend your free time.
What activity make me feel happy?
That's a really personal thing. But if you think about times you feel most at ease or most energized, maybe it's spending time in nature, creating something, or connecting with others. If you give me a hint about what lights you up, I can help you narrow it down.
What do I like to talk about with friends?
Good question. From what I remember, you really enjoy talking about personal growth, time management, and sometimes creative projects. If I'm off, though, feel free to correct me. What kind of topics do you feel like diving into today?
What am I naturally good at?
That's something we can explore together. Think about what activities or subjects you find yourself naturally drawn to, or even where you've gotten positive feedback. If you want, we can do a bit of a brainstorm, or I can ask you some guiding questions to help you figure it out.
What do people usually ask my help for?
That's a great one. People often turn to others for help when they feel stuck, need a different perspective, or just want some reassurance or guidance. Sometimes having a conversation brings clarity, even if the solution lies within you. What about you? Do you have something specific you were thinking about asking help with?
What am I naturally good at?
I see. So you're kind of circling back to discovering your strengths. If you'd like, we can talk through moments when you felt really proud or when tasks just came naturally to you. That might give us a clue about where your natural strengths lie.
What topic can I talk about for a long time?
Ooh, that really depends on your passions. If you love something like personal development, tech, or maybe a hobby like cooking or travel, those can all be deep wells. Is there something you just never get tired of diving into? If not, we can try narrowing it down with a few questions.
What kind of video or books do I like?
From what I can tell, you seem to gravitate toward thoughtful, reflective books, maybe personal development, psychology, or even some philosophical topics. If that rings a bell, I can recommend some, or if there's a different vibe you enjoy, I'm all ears.
What makes me excited to learn more?
Oh, I think it's that natural curiosity you have. You seem really driven when something sparks your interest, whether it's a new skill, a concept, or just figuring out how something works. So, whenever you feel that spark, like, I want to go deeper, that's your inner drive kicking in.
What work makes me feel proud?
I think the work that tends to make you feel proud is when you overcome a challenge or create something meaningful, like when you stick with a tough project or help others grow. It sounds like you really value progress and impact. So when your effort translates into real results, that's where the pride comes from.
What do I do even when I am tried?
That's a great reflection. I think even when you're tired, you tend to lean toward things that align with your values, like helping others, learning something new, or even just creating a small, meaningful step forward. So even in that fatigue, you find a way to keep going, and that's pretty powerful.
What problems do I like to solve?
You seem to really enjoy solving personal or community challenges, things that have a deeper impact, like helping yourself or others grow, improving daily routines, or figuring out how to balance different aspects of life. It's that mix of practical problem solving with purpose that I think really drives you.
What skill do I want to improve?
I think you have a natural drive to improve your communication skills, like how you express yourself, whether it's in conversation or even writing. You also seem keen to grow in setting boundaries, balancing your time, saying no when needed. So, with some focus, I think those areas you could really refine.
What makes me feel confident?
I think you feel confident when you've prepared well or when you know you're making progress on a goal that really matters to you. Also, when you get positive feedback or see the results of your effort, it gives you that boost. So, it's that mix of being prepared and seeing real impact.
What do I want people to remember about me?
I think you'd want people to remember you as someone who really cared, both about their own growth and about helping others. You seem to put a lot of intention behind the way you connect, so I think that warmth and that thoughtfulness is what you hope will stick.
What do I enjoy creating videos, stories, or act?
You seem to really enjoy creating stories that are personal and meaningful, like sharing your reflections, your journey, or even small moments from daily life. You bring a lot of sincerity to them, and I think that's what makes them really powerful.
What do I feel most creativity?
I think you feel most creative when you have the freedom to explore, like when you're not tied to a rigid schedule and you can just let ideas flow. Whether it's writing, making a video, or just reflecting on a topic, that open space really sparks your imagination.
What kind of work of I never get bored of?
I think you'd probably feel that way about work that's really repetitive or doesn't connect to a bigger purpose for you. If you're just going through the motions, I think that's when you'd lose that sense of pride. But when you see a positive impact or feel that personal growth, that's when you stay engaged.
What dream did I have as a child?
I'm not sure I know the exact dream you had as a child, but I do get the sense you were really curious. Maybe something like wanting to explore, help others, or create something that mattered. If you remember bits of it, I'd love to hear more.
What do I want to teach others?
I think you have this natural pull toward guiding others, especially around personal growth, time management, or even just practical skills that help people organize their lives. So I think you'd want to teach others in a way that really empowers them, whether that's one on one, in a small group, or even through content you create.
What kind of content do I want to share online?
I think you'd love to share content that inspires reflection, things like personal development insights, practical tips for balancing life, and maybe even stories of your own journey. You bring a lot of authenticity, so I think people really connect with that kind of honesty and depth.
What inspires me every day?
I think what inspires you every day is seeing small progress, whether it's a little breakthrough in your own goals or just those everyday connections with people. When you notice that what you do is making even a small difference, that fuels your commitment and your drive.
What message do I want to give to people?
I think you really want to give people a sense of possibility, helping them see that small changes, intentional steps, or self awareness can lead to big transformations. So the gift you give is that belief in growth and in their own potential.
What message do I want to give the people?
I think the message you want to give is that growth is always possible, no matter where you are right now. You want people to know that with courage, curiosity, and small steps, they can transform their own lives, and you really believe in that.
What makes me different from others?
I think what sets you apart is this genuine combination of curiosity and intention. You don't just follow trends or go with the flow. You take time to reflect, to grow, and to really connect. That authenticity makes you stand out.
What small success made me very happy?
I think it's those moments when you see yourself making a difference, whether it's a small habit you've built, a skill you've learned, or a connection you've strengthened. When you feel aligned with your values and see progress, that's when you feel that deep happiness.
What skill do learn quickly?
I think you pick up interpersonal skills really quickly. Things like active listening, communication, and adapting to different situations. Once you engage with something, you tend to pick up the nuances really fast, especially if it's about connecting with others.
What kind of stories do I like to tell?
I think you really gravitate towards stories that show resilience, people overcoming challenges, growing through setbacks, or discovering something deeper about themselves. Those kinds of journeys where there's transformation really resonate with you.
What would I do if money was not a problem?
Oh, I think you'd really dive into your passion, like creating more meaningful content, maybe traveling to gain new perspectives, or even dedicating time to mentoring others. I think you'd focus on what lights you up inside, not what just pays the bills.
What do I want my future to look like?
think you want your future to be aligned with purpose, where you wake up excited to work on things that matter. You have strong, meaningful connections and you're continually learning and growing. I think you really value that balance of impact and personal fulfillment.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
You're so welcome. I'm really glad we got to explore all this. If anything else comes to mind or you just want to reflect again, I'm here for it.